Hi, this is Susan Quinn at the University of South Carolina. This is the second video in a series about creating an e-portfolio in Google Sites for the Graduation with Leadership Distinction project. This is step 2, site design. We're going to look at some basic design options for the site you have created. Then we'll look at how you change the look and feel of your site by selecting a base color scheme or a site template. Finally, we'll add the main pages and subpages to your GLD portfolio. At this point, you should have created a site, renamed it, and then renamed the home page to About Me. Here we are at the site, so let's click on the gear icon and go down to Manage Site. This time, we're going to go to the menu in the left sidebar and choose the bottom one, Themes, Colors, and Fonts. Okay, basically there are two different design options, and the terminology can be a little confusing. The first is what they call the base theme. These are relatively simple color schemes for your site. Currently, the base theme is Ski. It's pretty plain, gray and gray, but you can choose another base theme. Click on Ski and pick one of the others. Seafoam, let's try that. After you select it, you can preview what it will look like on the site at the bottom of the screen. We can pick another. Garden, that sounds nice. That's not very green. Let's pick one more. How about smoke? Wow, that's not a whole lot different than the default one called ski, but there it is. But what you see is that it changes the basic colors of the text, the background, and the boxes. It does not change the layout of the site. The title is still going to be at in the header. The sidebar is still there. There's a body, block for the body of the page. So let's go back to the default one, ski. But the other thing you can do in base themes is customize backgrounds, texts, that sort of thing. This is subtle. Well, here's the entire page. You can change the background of the entire page, or you can change the text of the entire page. And basically, and then you can do the same. If you're going to do the site header, it gives you the option of changing the background, or it changes the title. And basically for all of these, you have the choice of staying with whatever the theme color is, or you can go and change the, in this case, the font. We can change the color of the text, of the title. Let me stick with theme here, and change the size. And when this is going to come in really handy is going to be in the content area. You may want to change the default colors or sizes of the headings and subheading. For example, if the text default does not look good with the background of the template you choose, you might want to go in and change the colors for headers. So we'll click on headers, and then we could just change the color. Let's say it's like a blue on blue. Well, maybe we want to have, a dark red on blue, or a gray on blue, or something like that. Something that shows up a little better on our background. But this is where you do that, and that's all still considered the base theme. It's changing mostly the colors of text and lines and a little bit of the background. All that is in the base theme. Remember Remember, the base theme doesn't move or resize anything. It mostly just adds a color scheme to the text, the navigation, and other areas of your site. After you've tried a few base themes and experimented with other customizations, you can leave your changes or click on the button to clear all customizations. If you've already developed a lot of content in your site, you may want to make a copy of your site before experimenting with the design features, especially the site templates, because site templates can dramatically change the look and feel of your site. I'll show you that in a minute. Unfortunately, they do not call the templates site templates on this page. What they call it is Browse More Themes. But what this is going to do is take us to the Site Templates page. So let's click on Browse More Themes. When you click here, you'll see an example of site templates. They've been divided into categories, but that's just to help organize them, because you can use a template from any category. Before I show you how to explore the site template gallery, let's look at the USC GLD template that we developed and made public in Google Sites. Go to Search Gadgets and type in USC GLD and search. Okay, if you click on the thumbnail, there was just one choice, notice. It opens up a larger view of what a page might look like with this template. Click on Gadget from Template Directory. Currently, the USC GLD template is not really a design template. It does show you the main layout and the pages and other areas that you'll want to include in your portfolio. Eventually, we want to create some templates with the branding of the university, garnet and black colors probably, with the USC logo, or maybe khaki somewhere. But right now, it's really just to show you what the main parts of the portfolio are going to be. Let's see. You will have a header with the title, usually, of your site. A navigation menu. In this case, it's a sidebar, but when we look at some templates, you'll see that it might be horizontal menu. The body of the page, and you'll probably want to add a footer. At this point, we just use the example of University of South Carolina graduation with leadership distinction. But when we talk about footers, you'll see that people can be much more creative than that. The other thing I want to point out is you're not going to keep the words Insight 1, Insight 2, Insight 3, Insight 4. You're going to actually change those to whatever your insights are. But again, you'll want to look in the content guide for guidance on that. Okay, remember this view opened up in a second window, so we're going to go back to the original tab, and we can either select this, which in this case would not be useful because it's just a plain background. So we're going to cancel. Okay, let's browse more themes again. Look at more site templates. And let's go to schools and education, just because we're a university. You can see by the thumbnails that many of them have a layout similar to the default theme we used. Most have a header along the top with the title. They have a sidebar along the side, like us. And some have their menu across the top. A few have a menu across the top, what they call horizontal navigation. Look at Simple Theme for an example. Again, well, here, let's make it a little bigger. Gadget from the template directory, we'll put it in a new window. You'll see the title is in the header. There's a horizontal navigation menu. There's an image. And then they have a single column of text. in the body. You can change the image, you can change the number of columns in the body text, that sort of thing. But one thing that you want to be aware of, and that I like to point out in this template, is that it's important for you to decide on the names of your pages, which will be the links on the menu, before committing to a style that has horizontal navigation. If you have a page called Philosophy of Classroom Discipline, for example, that would be an awfully big button across the top of the page, and yet it would look fine on a sidebar. It's just something to think about. Okay, let's go back to the original tab and either select this theme or cancel. We're going to cancel that. But basically what I want to point out here is to decide on the basic design of your site early on, particularly the type of navigation menu that you're going to be using. Okay, you can spend some time exploring some of the site templates or come back later. When you're done, what you're going to do is either you can, if you have one chosen, you can select it, you can cancel it, or back here you can clear all customizations and then click Save. Now remember that it does not actually go anywhere when you save in the Manage Site area. Look for that yellow box at the top saying that it has been saved, and then click on the name of your site to close the page. Now let's add some new pages. This time, click on the icon with the plus sign at the top of the page, which is called New Page. Be sure to double check the requirements for the content of the GLD portfolio. They may vary slightly from semester to semester. But we want to type in, we already have the About Me page. We want to type in Insights. That's going to be one of the pages. Then go down and select a location. We want it to be at the top level. Top level means that it's one of the main areas of the menu. Okay, so that's where we want it. This time when you click Create, it thinks for a second and then it gives you a message. Oops. There was a message up there real quick saying that it was done. And then, so after you hit Create, you then have to hit the Save button to actually save the new page. You could go in and make changes, I suppose, in the middle. So your changes have been saved. Okay, let's create another one. This next page is going to be analysis. And again, we want it at the top level. Create. And save. And then the last required one, leadership. And again, this is the one that we want at the top level. We'll create and save. Okay, remember that you need separate subpages to discuss your specific insights. Let's make those next. Click on New Page, the plus sign. This time we're going to name the page Insight 1. But we don't want it to be at the top level. What we want it to be is under Insights, the main area of Insights. Okay, put page under Leadership? No. We want to choose a different location. And basically it's going to default to whatever page you hit the Add Page to. So we want to put it under, choose a different location. Whoops, I didn't scroll down. Choose a different location. And you have to pick, we want it under Insights. So now the little bubble is put page under Insights. So we want Insight 1 to be under Insights. Create. And save. one thing that you want to keep in mind, if you put one in the wrong place, don't worry, because I'll be showing you how to reorganize the links in the sidebar in another video. Now let's go over that one more time. New page. New page here is going to be Insight 2. And we don't want it under Insight 1. We want to choose a different location, which we want it under the main Insights page. So we'll create. There it is. And save. If you're following along in another window creating your pages, pause the video because I'm going to jump ahead in time while I create the other subpages for Insight. Okay, does yours look similar to this? If not, I will show you how to rearrange this in another video. Let's go back to the home page, and we have the basic parts of our portfolio.